do have the teams correct around the right way. Awesome. So what we're going to do is, if Nick, you could just let them know that they can start and get involved, then we can go over to TCG and quickly check out those builds. Starting off with Texby, she's using Scarlet's rifle there. She wants that back, although she's dead, so that's not happening. We are going to go over to what's...
Brave robbery.
Yeah, Texby steals that rifle, honestly. He's got that beanie on, it does look a bit dodgy. Anyway, as we go over to him, he's going to be running Celestial Rifle Engineer with that Vampirism Rune, of course. Going for the standard utilities of the Slick Shoes, the Tool Belt, and of course the Grenade Pack, as well as that Supply Crate. Nice animation change coming in if you watched that Specializations stream earlier in the week from Guild Wars 2. Going over to Eternia next. He's going to be playing on the Warrior, and I was literally not going to look at anything there and just assume, and thank God I didn't, because he's playing Shelbo Warrior.
Yeah.
Draze was playing that before?
Okay. Yeah. Draze was on the Shelbo, and Eternia was on the Celestial normally.
That's right. So he's gone for,
apparently they want an engineer, which, to be fair, against the two thieves, pretty good choice for the CC and the added Condi pressure here and there.
I think so. Oh, Karzes is bouncing around a bit. I think he's actually had a bit of a DC. So Drezza is going over to his build. He's going to be running that Vamp Rune as well as the Celestial, going for pretty much the same build as Texby, actually. Going for the Protection Injection there, the Backpack Regen, and also the Speedy Kits as per usual. If you're not going for Power Shoes, that's what you're going to be going for. And he's going to be going for Slick Shoes Toolkit and also Grenade Kit as well. So obviously Helseth probably going to be playing, although he's not in the map at the moment.
Yep.
He's not going to randomly come out with something else, is he?
Probably Double Thief.
Nexeth. Where's Nexeth gone?
Nexeth. Oh god.
The Necro of Helseth, as you probably guessed by the name. He played Thief as well. A couple of times, ages ago, but I don't think he's going to do that
on a stream quite often.
Yeah, that's right. So we are going to jump into Karzes and see if he's fixed. He doesn't seem to be lagging anymore, so that's quite good. Panic Strike DP build is what he's going to be playing with that Vamp Rune as well. We've got Vamp Runes all over the place. Is Helseth going to be playing with it as well? Yes, he is. So TCG, sponsored by Vampires this week, will be we'll be playing with a lot of those runes. With a lot of those runes, of course. You know, with TCG as well. I don't know. It's kind of interesting that that Vamp Rune is very good for all of their survival in terms of using that portal, escaping through that portal, use the Vamp Rune, and then rezzing up elsewhere. We saw Lord Helseth, who's kind of got that medic title, really, kind of famously, where he's put the portal in the base sometimes, and they've survived those henge fights or the mine fights because they've been able to portal out through that Vamp Rune and actually get the res, and quite the safest res possible, which is in your spawn. And you're saying you're saying
what?
You're saying as if there's something different.
No, nothing. Maybe just the fact that Helseth is running Sword Torch now pretty much all on all maps.
Mm-hmm.
He has in the last one, I think, as well. Previous to that, he always chose Staff on Niflhel and then went over to the Sword on Foefire. That might have been because I was informed by someone who always whispers me with little things that we might not pick up on. That there's no battle sigil on Eternia.
And just as you get that, and I'm just about to say as well that we've got the mass invis over on Helseth. They've not gone for, which is actually quite good. It makes some kind of sense. If you've got two thieves who are going to be, they've got two Shadow Refuges, they've got a lot of stealth, bring out the mass invis for yourself. Because they're actually struggling when the thieves aren't there, right, in those team fights.
Yeah.
So they don't need to, well, the red team are, sorry. So they don't need to get the Moa off because they can just get the kills, actually. Rather than actually, worrying about getting that focus with the Moa because, they had the same kind of competition as well, with Salt, and they couldn't get those kills on those guys quite quickly. But in the first game we saw with the free DPS team, they didn't really have too many problems. Although we haven't got that case over on TCG at the moment. They've actually got 2 engineers who have actually, if they can get the knockbacks onto the thieves and actually get those lockdowns and the mobilizers, you know, net off the gun, the knockback, the stun with the supply crate, 2 supply crates in there, 2 thieves stealthed. That's going to be horrible for those guys. They don't want to be caught in that situation. And that actually 2 engineers there, one of them using bombs would be very nice. But, you know, hey ho. You okay there, Nick?
Yeah. I'm just wondering why we don't see ready up yet.
Oh, okay.
We did give the ready when ready before. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Wondering what we're waiting on.
Sometimes
that
people
gives us.
I think it's a biscuit. They want a biscuit?
Sometimes, yeah. The lovely Helseth has informed us in very nice and comforting words in the chat that yeah, it's the blood frenzy helps out if you have a double thief on you, and the stealth just a bit of an escape mechanic. Well, not escape, but counter burst.
Okay, nice. Waiting for these guys to ready up then. Let's do this. Come on. You can do this. Like in the Great Sword Edition.
So, oh wait, that gives me the idea. We could actually just get a quick poll going.
Go for the polls. So Great Swords for the counter of those thieves is an idea with the nice Helseth's really good at using that knockback on the Great Sword 5 at getting people, normally the case, out of those shadow refuges. So that's going to be very useful for that, and trying to actually make sure those thieves aren't able to get a ton of actual, you know, stealthage. That's not something we want to happen.
Stealthage. Nice. By the way,
the chat is way too involved over on this side of things. Stop talking.
I will, by the way, call the mind grind TMG, just so people know in chat who to vote for, which is basically in some cases I think going to be a vote Helseth or Sizer. So have your discussions about that.
We are waiting for these guys to ready up. We've actually had quite a quick cup today. We've had 2 games per series. I want to remind everyone as well to make sure you go and check out the NA Cup today, because we have Mr. Divok and also Mr. Baird, who we're going to be casting over there. They casted 2 weeks ago, did a fantastic job, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. Pardon me, later. Also, Tournament of Legends has had a lot of support really in terms of teams signing up.
Yeah.
There's been, what is it, 64 teams in each region with, like, in the first few hours was kind of ridiculous.
Very quickly.
And then it got extended, I do believe, as well. So if you're not signed up, go.
And I hope we've got our spot, right?
Oh, we've got a team. But that information it's going to be interesting. Team ASP. Okay, we are going to start the game. We can talk about our masterful skills later, which obviously is very true. Very happening. Okay, so as we go into this map, first game between Mindgrind and TCG over on the blue team. We're going to have a look at these splits as Nick goes through them.
Yes, and we see the aggression from the red team directly crossing with 4 people over the beach. They want the early pick. Sizer at least is looking for someone in that bottleneck. Kaza already falling back. I think they just have to abandon that. That's going to be a clean pickup by the red team, by Mindgrind off this close point of the blue team. But we see a bit of a fight going on between the points here. Kaza is being chased by Sizer.
Yeah, indeed. He drops that shadow refuge just to escape him a little bit. Besides, you also AoE onto that as well. So Kaza's going to use his withdraw as well to try and heal up and actually stealth back over. I think he's going to try and engage him from behind here, but Kaza is a little bit lacking behind. He'll be able to get up there as soon as possible as well. Syndrome stealths out. Sizer just gets in there. We can see that venom come off onto him though, as he kind of gets stuck over on that point and escapes well. And he's already moving towards the mine point now, as we got the rest of the fight going over on mid. They knowing that they weren't going to get that, and that's good to admit, you know. Some people, a lot of the time, people do overcommit to things. They will die and lose the cap rather than thinking, you know what, let's just keep the sides now. We can get the decap easily. Sizer gets the decap, comes back off the point to support the fight, and that's a really, really good idea. Skullkid now moving in for the cap on the node, and Eternia is just going to try and actually he's going to bail back here actually and get some support from the engineer there.
We're going to give that up, but in the meantime, the paint train moving over to kill Quoth on that one. Where is he going? He's going down already. Decap coming on. That's going to be a clean pickup by TCG. That went quick. Texby staying back to get that cap. And now the rest of the blue team positioning themselves between the points to see and maybe spot the next engage. Two thieves stealthing up already. We see the refuge coming out. Sizer is in front, is picking the target. Do they really want to take out Texby? That could just go all into blocks, but maybe they're going to be able to get the sneaky decap as Texby just tries to survive.
Yeah, indeed. I'm actually over on mid at the moment. There's a lot of drama has happened over here. Helsef, Drazit, and also Karziz stealthing up just before moving over towards mid. Should be able to pick up some nice kills here. They're trying to focus on the homunculus at the moment, who's doing a great job of line of sighting. Actually didn't get anything off there, unfortunately, in the end. How's Texby doing? He actually got the help and the assistance over there. But by the looks of things, just having a look at who's on the node now, I'm just a bit stuck on my camera for some reason in my game. Drazit came back over to defend. Two engineers versus two thieves. A lot of cleave there coming out, so they pushed those guys away. We have seen a portal coming out. Helsef's very low himself. He's got the vamp rune up, and also he has used his heal. He's probably going to use his portal to escape here. Probably does need to use it now. He's very stuck in that side there as he kind of bugs out on the side of that point. Unfortunately for him, don't think he could get his portal there off there, unfortunately, as we've seen Sizer coming out here withdrawing, and he's going to go for the decap. We seriously need someone, we need to employ someone to get the flipping counter in terms of those decaps, because it keeps happening. And I'm asking for it.
Just saw a very, very risky rest from Karze trying to get Helsef back up. Died by himself there. Next to Helsef just bleeding out on the side. Yeah, he actually outlived him. He outlived him. Even the Vamp rune couldn't save him there anymore. But the double cap now for the red team. They're really making the most of it, but don't want to overcommit into the close point of the blue team, of course. But do they want to give them the regroup? Do they really want that Texby already on mid? They could maybe get the pressure on him going and trying to get the first down before the real engage of the blue team happens.
Yeah, they really want to keep it in a 5v4 situation in their favour, hopefully, but that hasn't happened now. Helsef is coming over to mid. Hopefully, he will get there before that happens, although he's going to cross with Sizer here. We're going to see Sizer versus Helsef. We are going to stick with this fight as we go over towards the henge to see what's going to happen right here. And this is where a lot of people have been talking about, you know, Helsef versus Sizer. Is he going to stay? And actually, Helsef's going to push him off. No, we're going to see the portal coming out as well. Helsef's going to drop that distortion to make sure that Sizer can't get any of his burst off. We're going to see the addition of Syndranir here. Here comes the pairing. We need the support coming out from someone else as well as Kazis comes out. So we've got Thief versus Thief Mesmer here over on the henge point. We've actually got the warrior coming in as well. Eternia's coming into the point to support the rest of his team. Good job. And they start to push away the rest of the guys. He was able to come over there. Skullkid has gone down over towards the mid there. Still a 2-cap in favour of red team, but there are a man down on the map.
Marcel, this seems to have been a good choice, because if you have two thieves on you, you really don't benefit from from getting Moa on one of them, because the other one is probably still going to kill you. And maybe just with an annoying Moa on you as well. With that, the Moa can still fight. Not very well, but it can. So yeah, Marcel visibility saved him there, so you just want to run in that case. Homunculus, Odium going down. Cool. For the rest, we do see the supply crate drop. Was it a double supply crate, actually? No, it wasn't. But still too much damage. And the Vapor Form is going to keep that cap for a little bit longer. We do see the Vengeance Battle Standard coming out, bringing Quoth back up. But it is going to be the death of Ingenium Odium in a second. We see the support from TCG coming in from the sides. No. Oh, yeah, we actually saw moving out from the side. Is trying to escape. And Quoth makes it out alive, so good choice there. Double auto point cap solidified with the thieves, again being all over the map. You just can't keep track of them.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Also dropping that portal at mid means that they potentially can all move out now to the side points. We have seen Drazit going for that side point decap over on the Henge now. We're going to see the rest of the team of TCG moving over towards mine, trying to outnumber that quite quickly. Helsef does trying to get that knockback over onto Quiver, who actually moves down underneath the structure here to avoid that knockback, but unfortunately in doing so, looks like he's got a bit stuck there and does get put into the downstate. Unfortunately for him, that's an interesting place to be right there. Unfortunately for him, he's going to be able to misform out and actually switch those over there. Helsef goes towards mid to help out Texby. We are going to see Karzes just staying over on the mine to finish him off. Karzes being very mobile, of course, can move out from that point a lot quicker, so that's a good switch up and a good idea to keep him over there rather than Helsef and whatnot as they move over to the mid. But now Helsef is under a lot of pressure here, as no doubt probably from Sizer as well, as he moves on to his position. Texby trying to support him as much as he humanly possibly can. Helsef actually completely fine here. Skull Kid in the end going down over on mid as well.
Yeah, we had the down of Syndrome from the side. That means kind of the pressure is gone. Could help out Eternia against Skorkid on the midpoint, so they're gonna pick that point up again. 1v1 happening on the side, Quoth v Jaze. That's gonna take a while, something falls off the table, but I'm gonna ignore that for the time being. So again, we always have one gap for each team and one neutral, where kind of the fight goes. Looks like TCG want to move in on that Henge node, and very slow reaction from the red team. Actually, they kind of have given up on that point already, I feel.
I like... One thing I've got to say about Helsef is his portals. Like, I don't know if it's... He's definitely thinking about this. His actual cooldowns on his portals is thinking about a lot. Because his movement is almost perfect with the timing of planting that portal in exactly where it needs to be at the right time. I'm giving him a compliment there. It happened, okay? It happened. But his portals are right on at the moment. Unfortunately, Attorney goes down here. And they... Oh, no! Might actually get raised. Karzes and also Helsef in distortion there, able to bring it back up. TCG switching this back into a 2-cap in their favour and holding those 2 points and almost, getting the decaps and contestion over on this mine node. Now, we are probably going to see Drazzer just escape here using that toolkit number 4 to just use that shield to block a ton of damage. And of course, Engineers have got a good amount of... Wow, he's actually going to re-engage here, as we are going to see Homunculus just going to mid. So it's all even across the board. We have even seen the kill coming out onto Sizer. So that means the pressure is on for Red Team. They had to move to the mid to support, and means that Drazze can re-engage over on that point. Syndrome is going to go into the down state as well. Both the DPS team are down now, and the rest of Mindgrind are going to have to actually sustain these points and keep the lead that they have. It's going to be very risky. It's still got quite a few points. They're going to have to
withdraw from that and just hope for the decap over on the Henge, and that's the correct move. I don't think that's actually going to happen, because we do have Eternia on his back, and he's a sharper warrior, and we do see Skullkid trying to be the Hambo and outrunning a Sharpo. That's not gonna happen. Maybe a couple of knockbacks. Oh, actually does it with the first knockback. Very quick decap on the side, and now stopping the advance of the potentially building up a lead for TCG. Midpoint, however, still gotten in their hands. That really took out the momentum that TCG had built up with the mid fight. This small move to the side, that quick decap, really took all of it away.
And the Juggernaut as well can really hold it down. I mean, he's doing a great job on Hambo Warrior. I mean, he's line of sighting perfectly around these columns from time to time. He's using those F1 abilities very, very effectively. He's on the node now. That Earthshaker, he's normally getting that off considerably. And he's actually might get the kill on Eternia here. And if Eternia goes down, that's going to be extremely bad for those guys. He's got the banner, he's got it available. They want to try and support him as soon as possible. That's what they're doing. And Karzes is moving here into the point as soon as possible. They've still got the one node over on the mine as well, going over to mid. Got a bit of a team fight going over here as well, as we see the portal activated over on this point.
Also not able to go through that portal.
Uh-oh.
Tries to hide in the bushes. Really, is he stuck, or does he want to stay in there? No, trying to get out. Shows the mass invisibility to not get caught there. No, what was actually the ability on his weapon set there, and does the last bit of damage on Homunculus. Oleum needs to be careful. He's almost down, but in a 2v1, that's not going to really be a problem. But two thieves might be waiting for him over here in front of the keep.
Good movement there. He got out of that in the end and actually blinked straight back up. Nice port. and came up to do some nice damage there as well. Having a look at Kazis here, he drops quite low. He's going to have to disengage versus Quiver there over on the henge. Not worth it. He definitely knows that, and he's actually going to get that stealth off before Quiver can use that Ride the Lightning to get onto him. We are going to see Lord Helseth in the downstate here on the steps, and this off-point fight, unfortunately, he's going to go down there for his teammates, and we are going to see Sizer very low here as well. Syndranir probably doesn't want to go for the res there. We're going to see the banner coming out as well. We're low on time still, 3 minutes 30 seconds, 400 points just hit by TCG. Still kind of a close game, really. 40 or 50 points in it. That mid cap is contested right now. Needs to be quite careful. Just go have a look at the map and see where people are positioned at the moment.
As you look at the map, Eternia drops in mid.
Yes.
He can't really go for the defense there. Still has the slick shoes, but that's not going to prolong Eternia's life. But maybe his. The escape could be it. He's jumping around, but does want to join that fight again. Or are they eager to get that double outer point cap? Because it is looking good. Now with Kaze and Helseth taking out Quove, are we going to see the red team being fast enough? One is staying to keep that mid cap. Odium just being stuck on that point now, basically. Otherwise, he's going to lose it against Draze coming in. Quove is down. That's not going to give them any more points. The decap comes out. Sizer also down on the side. Where is Syndranir? Will he lose his life as well? Now trying to take out Kaze, but the Vampirism Rune is going to save him. Syndranir for the Bree stealth, and now is looking for another target. Yeah, they've given up on that point. Skullkid needs to get out of there somehow.
Yeah, just as Quive starts to respawn, of course, that's where Syndranir is kind of... Oh no, Syndranir is actually thinking about going for a boss kill here to bring 25 points in.
Okay.
Not too sure about that. He's not going to get any concession here. I mean, it's not too bad. Oh, the Warrior is going to come in now. No, Eternia is thinking about it. He's thinking, you know what, I'm probably not going to get the last hit on it. Don't waste my time. I'll try and get the extra kill over on the Quiver. You make him use a lot of his cooldowns. Quiver doesn't need to be here at the moment on the point. He can escape. He's not gaining anything out of that. Blue team are going for these boss kills on the side. They're going to pick up some nice points here, but they're not focusing on points now. And we're going to finish with a boss kill from TCG.
Yeah, as one was going on one side, the other one was also done in December TCG, and they just made it into range to finish this off with 25 points. With a pretty good start and a 100-point lead early going on for the Mind Grind. Then TCG just picked it up, and the two thieves weren't really as powerful as in the first minutes, where we got these quick kills. All just ended up in a bit of chaos, with the thieves especially staying together but also dying together in the cleave, being caught out.
The thieves that stay together die together, Nick.
Exactly.
Indeed. So if you are joining us, TCG just took out Mind Grind in the first game. We're going to go into we're in the finals at the moment. Semi-finals. Yeah. We're going to the second game of the finals now. TCG Mind Grind matchup. A lot of people calling this Sizer versus Helseth. But we're seeing a lot of great players in both of these teams at the moment, actually. Some really high-end players going on as well. And we're seeing... I actually thought, Mind Grind did a great job there. They had to lead for a considerable amount of time, but unfortunately, we're just explaining through the games as well that, I think TCG just brought it back with that solid play in the end. Got some nice kills, nice movement coming out with the portals as well from Helseth, really using that quite effectively, and also that massive invis was great. The usage of that as well around the map.
The mass invis definitely paid off, and I have to say, Helseth spent a surprising amount of not being dead. A surprising amount of time not being dead against two thieves.
Did we just both compliment Helseth in the same cast? Has that ever happened?
Not sure.
We try not to inflate his ego even further, but...
it is kind of... The thieves' role often is to take out the Mesmer. And Mesmers always complain about thieves being on their back, and then in turn, your own thief has to take care of the thief to not kill your own Mesmer. So that's a lot of back and forth between these DPS classes, trying to take out each other as fast as possible. At least if we don't go to that full-on mid-fight, where it's often just the Shout Warriors, because they have that handy battle standard, which is nice focus. But yeah, with two thieves being in there, It's surprising to not just see a dead Mesmer pretty much throughout the entire game.
I mean, one thing, Kazes is doing a great job. Actually, he's doing a
we
really
see
good job.
Drazé on the Power Ranger again.
Oh, that's happening. That's happening, isn't it? Good man. Kind of one of the most famous multi-classes, I guess, now in this high end, as we see him switch very off consistently, actually. And in the last, 4 games we've seen him in, he's played, Ranger, probably DPS, Ranger, Warrior, Engineer. That's in the last, 4 games that we've seen him play in the last couple of weeks. And probably...
I still from the Purple Smokers times
think
of Drazé as a Mesmer for some reason. But he hasn't played Mesmer in so long.
Yeah. No, it's true, actually. We haven't. He's very good as well. Very good. So it's always exciting to see some change-ups, especially just when it's about the map and it's about the teams that you're going up against. Little changes, See Helsef going for that mass invis. You see Drazé's going over to Power Ranger because of the map switch. Are we going to see any switches coming out from Mindgrind? I do not think so.
No, and
Skok is going to go over to Banner, though.
Okay, that might be a good idea, but I have to say, even though you might think, well, 2 Thieves, those guys are just gonna die against a paint rain with a Power Ranger in there. But to be fair, 2 Thieves are also really, really good to take care of the Power Ranger. Thieves are the ones who can get the quick port and who can walk through these open spaces without immediately dying just by being in stealth. So these are the guys that can close the gap, the very dangerous gap between you and a Power Ranger, the most efficient. Lee.
Lee. The most efficient Lee.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to need to... Entangle's going to be kind of nice as well in those big team fights, if we can get the Thieves involved as well. Drop my Cleave down on top of that. And then Helsef and Kazes coming in with their bursts. Let's give it some nice combinations here. Really nice to see different things being used. Just waiting for the ready up at the moment.
Yeah, I asked again, what's the order? They are already kind of scrimming here. With a couple of duels, couple of kills on side.
Oh, we have today as well. We have, just to talk about our friends in Germany, of course. You are my friend as well in Germany, but the other people who are casting in Germany... Sputty and Moa over there as well, casting for the German language stream, of course. And then we've got the French language stream as well with Mr. Waffle and also audio heading up that over there. We've got multiple language streams going on at the moment, so it's great to see. We will do during Tournament of Legends as well. Also, quick note, guys, just to follow the channel, especially at the moment with all the new info that's coming out for Guild Wars 2. Specializations happened last week. If you missed that, specializations and whatnot, and also, the different trait lines now that you're going to have, there is a broadcast and highlight on this channel, so make sure that you do pay attention to that. If you click the Guild Wars 2, which is under the title on the left-hand side, you can get to the highlights and the past broadcasts as well to see that. You want to check that out because they said... Didn't they say that it was coming out before Heart of Thorns? Some of the changes?
The changes they previewed.
Yeah.
Yes, they will.
Indeed. So these changes are going to come. So it's good to get your grasp on what's happening because, you can only use 3 trait lines in the new builds. And it's going to be, a lot of things have changed up, including something which I think Coloris is going to be extremely happy about, which he announced earlier in chat, the Mass Mower, which we talked about so long ago on a monthly Go4 Cup final.
Jokes.
The jokes, and then also it happens. I love it. Should it be a mower?
Why?
It could be something else.
Why?
It's going to be awesome. I'm an engineer.
The Mars Hylek.
The what, sorry?
Polymorph Hylek.
Mars Hylek. I suppose that's kind of fitting, the recent points of interest as well.
Get some frog people in here.
So how do we think, look at the porting here, all the guys just playing around, all getting on quite well, everything's kind of friendly at the moment. Looking forward to seeing how these guys are going to go in this map. See if they can...
If they will ever.
Yeah, if we will ever. I
They are
don't know
kind
what's
of
going
playing
on
already, but they don't really want to start the game itself.
So what prediction? Oh God, Nick! I can't believe we've not done a point prediction from you in today. What's going on? You pretty much got it bang on last time. You said 1 point extra, but I don't think that counted.
I should leave on a high note, I think, with that.
Not a high note?
Yeah, I got it exactly right.
So you don't want to try again?
Okay, I'm going to say it's gonna be 620. Yes, Lord Rush.
620 Lord Rush. Okay.
4 TCG to 410.
Okay.
Why not? Why not? Sure. Let's pick those random numbers.
That is very random.
Now have a look at the splits as we go into potentially the last game for today in today's Go4 Cup. We've got llamas, money, and gems on the line. Well, everyone has llamas already, but let's have a look at who wins.
Llamas are the most important thing. Sorry, as I cough randomly. Helsif said they're actually going to not engage over onto far there in the end. They're actually going to leave that point. No, Lee's over there. And they're going to go into mid and get some damage off quickly onto our homunculus here. Again, the Sharpbow Warrior being the main focus of damage on the team. But the thing is, they've kind of got two banners. So there's Skull Kid's banner coming out right there. And Tex be under a bit of pressure himself as he tries to potentially go for a decap here.
To be honest, against the first F, he couldn't have done anything. Oh, and Tangle coming out. That catches Odium again, and he's really the prime target there. No banner for him available. Skull Kid trying to go for the hard rest there, as we just have Draze on the side spamming his longbow into the corpse. Not happening in that case. Wait, is he back up? Did he vengeance? Yeah, he vengeance. He vengeance and is trying to look for a kill, but that could also potentially, being a banner, but could also be a ruddy if someone goes down very quick.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Unfortunately, Red Team are getting kind of wiped over here on this point at the moment. I think we're going to see Syndra just watching out for that quarry node, knowing that Blue Team could push there as there's... Wow! Downstates all over the shop. Skull Kid in the downstate there. You can see Sizer just cleaved out as well. Syndra is trying to just go back over towards the quarry now as Kazes pushes to get the decap. I don't think he's going to stay there in the end because Kuve's thinking about going back there to defend as well. As also, we are going to see Homunculus coming over towards the quarry. No, just as Kazes starts to push back onto Syndra here. Needs to be careful as Homunculus comes in though. Texby coming in for the support, knowing that respawn's going over towards that mine node as well. And just pushing them away in the end. TCG being cautious and defensive, calm, collected, and that's what they need to be. Telsa starts to regenerate here as he comes over towards the midpoint, leaving that portal there as well as possible escape just in case they commit. Just think about committing over towards the quarry, and they need that help over on the mid.
Let's see if Sizer can take care of Draze on the waterfall. We do have the invul already pulled. Skull Kid and Syndra coming for the assistance, as well as Eternia for the blue side. But it looks like they might get him just before that. Entangle already out. Sizer looking for the target again. Nice knockback. And he's using the line of sight of the little rock there to get away safely.
Yeah,
Draze is still not down, that's impressive.
No, yeah, that Vampirin really helps. He's using that fourth skill on the Greatsword as well to block some damage as he comes in there, and then using the Greatsword free, but, you know, he's only got so many defensive capabilities. Texby actually coming in there and trying... Oh, I can see the War Banner coming back up, and Draze is going to be okay. His heal's going to be back up, and he's going to use that for number 3 on the longbow just to stealth quickly. Just so they don't know where he's gone. That's a good job from him. And actually comes back here, and he's going to use that. He's going to take down Sizer, but we're going to see Rez on... Probably from Syndra. I'm not sure Eternia's going to be able to do much to help Draze out there, unfortunately. And this fight over on the waterfall is never ending. Have a looking at mid.
Already. They're on tilt already, and they're always with one person down. Mid is already cleared up. Quoth just finished with a couple of auto attacks, and we see actually Kaze moving on to the side point and taking that up uncontested. Red is down one player and looking for the engage on mid point, almost losing Syndra before they even get there.
Skull Kid down there.
Oh, Hillseth portaling down. Syndra going down.
Yeah, I mean, they actually had a 3v2 situation there, and as they had to leave the point because they know that potentially from behind, you know, Kazes and also Helsef are missing, so they could just come into that fight and potentially take them out. We actually have to see these guys regrouping now to a degree so that they can push back into the map, but that's a lot of people lost.
But they don't.
Early on, they can't... They're in an awkward situation here. They need to be very careful.
At this present moment, Quoth should not really be in that fight. He's already half HP. He's wasting cooldowns there. He's losing Arm of Earth, Cleansing Fire already all gone, and we still have got a proper team fight going. We have the down of Homunculus, so they need to wait ages for him to die and respawn. It's not really even possible anymore.
Skullkid's going to get that decap mid. Good job from him. Just spotting that Eternia and Texby there just went off node to try and get the focus off Syndra. So a good idea there, actually. Trying to bait them off point and eventually getting that decap. Obviously, mid being a good point to get the contestation there. I don't know if Red Team are going to get to 410 points, mate, in all honesty. Maybe you were good to stay with your, like, one-time epicness. But, you know, comebacks happen.
Kaza actually sees
they've got DC.
Yeah,
on TCG.
There goes logs out on the side of TCG. Are we going to see an AFK? Or is this just going to be played out? It's a bit too far into the game to have a restart here.
Yeah, we're just going to... I mean, that's a big lead. So even if they were 5v4, I don't think they'll be able to come back, depending on how long the DC is going to be for. Just going back, but losing your Thief as well. Karzis had some he had some actual connection problems earlier as we were looking at him, and he was really laggy. So hopefully for them, he can come back into this game. But they're still able, and if 5v4, because I don't know if anyone's actually AFK for the Red Team at the moment. They held a 1 cap for quite a long time.
Doesn't look like it.
Texby now just trying to line of sight and actually make sure he's going to be okay there. As Sizer just disengages, he's probably going to chase him over towards the mid. Now TCG probably are really best off at just defending the 1 node and maybe just... Kaz is still not back.
Oh, and they're picking up the double cap now. Mid is secured. They got the down, but even with the 4 people, they actually got the first down on Syndra now. Just weren't able to follow up on it. 1 person missing. That's really unfortunate. Double cap coming out, so they're really getting the advantage of this DC at the moment. Gonna pick up the 3 cap and going on just with the game. No issue. I mean, there isn't a rule that says they should AFK.
Oh, there is absolutely no rule whatsoever.
Kaz
is back.
Mad at them for it, and yeah, now he's back. Now let's see if the lead is still strong, even with the double cap. The game, as we've seen it going on before the disconnect, I think they're just going to roll over the map again, because these team fights have just been all over the place for the red team.
That's kind of sad, but you know, there is no rule like you say. So Helsef's now moving over towards the waterfall, potentially thinking about the decap there. I mean, they're in Lord range almost. They've only got 12 points. Maybe they could just focus on a couple of kills here and then go for that. But they're fast coming back into this game now. And mid, nothing is looking like it's going to be decapped here. Quarry's open. We're going to see Draz is going over there for that. So that's a good solid plant there to try and focus on getting a Lord Rush under their belt. Syndra dropping quite low as he moves over towards the waterfall as well, with Quiver there to defend that point. You can see the Hellsurf has dropped a portal, probably more defensive at the moment and backing up a node. But then
he just makes it out. Just barely goes down from the bleeding on the side. We do have Eternia trying to get the rest, but the Basilisk Venom is going to stop him and maybe also get him down afterwards. Sizer, Quoth and Syndra doing a lot of damage there, bringing him down. So we've got 1 cap in the hands of TCG, and that is going to open up the possibility of Lord Rush in a second, and they're also looking good on mid. Homunculus Odium already down. We don't have a Battle of Standard ready yet from Skullkid, and he's probably going to go down before he has again.
Yeah, they just need to keep cleaving down on his body, and also, you know, just be wary of the feeds that are around at the moment as well. Syndra stays on node to make sure that the point's going to be in their favour still. Keep the 2 cap in control. But we are going to see different members from TCG coming in, and actually Homunculus in the downstairs, Skullkid's not got the banner up either. He's escaped, he's going to get the full cap on the node, but he's thinking about the end game here, going for the Lord, maybe thinking about going for that door rush as well. He's watching the respawns there, watching any respawns, and also just checking the door, seeing if he can actually go for that damage on it.
I don't think we're gonna see a lot. I think TCG will play this out just the old standard way.
Desperation move at the end.
If it comes down to it, but at the moment they're still looking solid. They regained control of the map, kind of got 1 cap. Mid is still contested, picking up the first kill. The second one might follow with the damage on Quoth being good. He tried to get the res, knocked back out of the range of the res, and now they're just trying to stay alive themselves. Quoth is a goner.
Quiver out, this fight is really going to be tough for them, especially at this point of the game where they really need support in those team fights, of course, and Homunculus going down as well is really going to solidify that. Skull Kid and now Sizer regrouping together to move over towards the mid. Banner on cooldown still. 20 seconds left. They're thinking about holding this. I think Skull Kid's going to hold the node. We're going to see the push from the rest of the team. You can see Syndra moving now towards that door. And also we're going to see Kruvet. This is exactly what we're going to see. They can definitely go for the Lord. Now, if I was TCG, I'd get that decap as well. And really, really take the mickey.
Yeah.
Because that would be ridiculous. Imagine if they just hit like 349. Got the decap, and they had the rest of the nodes on the map and didn't lose a kill. That would be a great end to this game. Please do it. Skulky comes in now. There's going to be a lot of damage on this Lord. They really need to come back and defend it. They're starting to move back in now. Lord's at about 70-80% HP at the moment. Goes down to about 50. Missed the... I can't get the target on the Lord at the moment.
Now it's 350. They didn't do it soon
Oh,
enough,
no
so now they
way!
need to go for the defense, but it looking good. Syndra going down.
Good defense.
Rallies back up. Skull Kid following. No real damage. I think we still have 70% HP. And the AoE cleave from the blue team.
No, it's going down.
Sustaining.
It's still low.
HP. The damage is coming in, but we do have the two main damage sources out of this already. The rally comes.
Oh my good lord!
Out of it completely. Almost
Blue Lord's still low, Nick.
100 there in a second. It's the
Look at the regeneration. The conditions come in. Down to about 20% health. We've seen more banners. Look at the desperation. He's going to heal. It was blocked. They just locked out. He's red blue Lord so low. No. Oh, it's so close.
Holy.
And that's
We
why
still
two
have
battle
everyone
standards
alive
is
here.
good.
The only one who actually died was Syndra now, I think.
We
The
did
only
see
one-
two banners coming out.
Yeah, two banners,
Sorry,
like
no,
20
Italian.
rallies.
So many. Wow.
That
Immense.
was a lot of going down, rallying again, but yeah, for pretty much when Syndra got taken out completely, that was kind of most of the damage potential gone already. And yeah, they didn't have the benefit of a mower in there to make it a bit quicker, of the two thieves. Why do it? And I think good decision from TCG to go in the defense there and just wait it out. Couldn't quite get the decap on the waterfall before it hit the 350 point mark. We had somebody stay on that and just keep it nicely. Yeah, in the end, good defense. Just kill the damage dealers and your Lord is safe.
I was just watching the end there of the game just to try and pick up on some stuff I might have missed as I was screaming aloud. You know that's what I do, guys. I bring the excitement. That's my job.